You're watching E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to do our review for Arrow, episode 11. And I know a lot of you are wondering, Rob, where is the camera? Where are you? Well, this has been a rough week of weather for us here. And once again, I had to shovel today. It's just been a really tough week with this weather. I just have not had the time or the energy to go downstairs and set up my studio equipment when I'm ready to film. I came home today from work and boy, was there snow all over the place. Thanks to the plowers, just pushing all the snow up. But here I am. We're going to discuss this episode because this was a really good episode. It seems like Oliver is primed to come back a lot sooner than I thought, as well as Felicity getting back into the fray of things a lot sooner than I thought as well, in particular this episode. Now, the one glaring obvious thing in this episode is that Laurel is not ready. I have never seen so sloppy a superhero in my life. I mean, it's almost embarrassing watching her, but, you know, she was somewhat effective towards the end. You know, between her and Roy and Diggle out there, you know, it wasn't pretty. They did end up getting the job done at the end, but it wasn't pretty. Brick obviously is still at large, and it looks like Ray is primed to don the Atom suit in the next coming episodes. Now that Felicity has provided him with the quantum processor he needs to get his suit off the ground, so to speak. So a solid episode. We got some nice flashbacks with Maseo and Oliver. And Oliver obviously started to feel a little bit better. And Maseo, trying to make it look like Oliver was alive, escaped, sliced his own throat very gently. And, you know, a lot's going on. You know, a lot's going on. Merlyn trying to get Thea to leave the Starling city. And she refuses. And she finally made him say, "Uncle." He had a little smirk at the end there. So I'm wondering if he was admiring her will. Or just maybe that's what he wanted and he was trying to play it off like he didn't. With Merlyn, you never know. You never know. Very interesting side note that her DJ turns out to be part of the League of Shadows and is communicating with Maseo. And now Maseo knows that Merlyn is still in town. And you know, Maseo, you gotta kind of worry about him because, you know, he's playing two sides of the coin. Obviously, he's very fond of Oliver to a certain extent. They have a lot of history together. So obviously he's helping him back. He's helping him out, but he knows that if he does this and Ra's al Ghul finds out, that's his ass. Now back to Laurel. You know, it's funny. I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that they would have to kind of keep Laurel at a distance from her father, so that way he doesn't figure out that that's not Sarah, because Laurel's about 150 million feet taller than Sarah. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but I thought it was pretty clever that the first time they finally met, he met her while she had higher ground, making it much more difficult for him to realize just how tall she really is. And then, of course, with the voice generator making it sound like her, you know, it's unfortunate that they're keeping him in the dark about what's really happened. But I can't really blame them. I mean, let's face it. If he were to find out that Sarah was dead again, he'd be crushed. He might even go as far as committing suicide. So, you know, it's just a messed up situation. You got to feel for the character. And, you know, Laurel right now, you know, I got to say, and I guess you can assume that she's going to get training from Oliver once they have their little spat about why she's doing it and this and that. But boy, she's going to need it soon, because if she keeps up the way she's going, she is going to get herself killed. I mean, she jumped off the fire escape onto the van. She couldn't even land on her feet. And then she tries to throw a punch at Brick, and Brick just annihilates her. And then the second time they had an encounter, the only thing that saved her was the fact that she kicked him in the nuts. And I'm surprised he didn't take that one like a man. He's so tough, that guy. But he's also really running the town amok right now, in particular the Glades. And to go in and to the mayor's office during their meeting, kill most of the people and kidnap 3 of them, that was ballsy. You know, that's stuff that criminals wouldn't do if Oliver was around. And it kind of makes you wonder how the show is portraying Roy, how the show is portraying Diggle. I mean, I understand that Oliver is the man. Oliver's been through many things and many different kinds of training that they haven't. But I also consider them to be more than capable characters. And I'm kind of, I don't want to say I'm upset that he's coming back next week, but I would like to see them accomplish something without him. And they're not going to get a chance to do that, because when this Brick saga ends, it's going to end with Oliver being there. And I was kind of hoping, even if it was sloppy, even if it was Roy and Laurel and Diggle and Felicity finishing out this chapter, even if it wasn't pretty, even if it was ugly, I got to admit, I would have liked to have seen them do it on their own. So I'm not disappointed to the fact where I think it's a horrible episode or it's horrible writing. I still think the show is very effective. I just think it would have given it a little bit more of a, what I'm looking for, lack of a better word, like a little bit more pizzazz if they had done it without Oliver for just once. And I also think that would give Oliver the confidence in his team, but that's just my opinion. That's just how I feel about it. But overall, I mean, I thought it was a very fun episode. The Vinnie Jones, so for those of you who helped me with his name last week, I appreciate that, because I couldn't remember the actor's name. I knew who he was. Doing a great job as Brick. I really love that. I really did think he was Australian. He's got such a strong dialect and such a very aggressive voice that he almost sounds Australian to me, but English he is. And he's doing a wonderful job as Brick. He really is. He's doing a wonderful job, and a nice villain. I don't know how long they're going to plan on keeping him around. You kind of get the sense that his little saga is going to end soon and bring in some more notable villains. But I got to say, if they do keep him on, like sometime later down the road, bring him back, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think he's really established his character as a formidable villain. I mean, if Oliver's team can't even compete with him, then I think that proves that he's got a place. But we'll see. I also think, on one note, on the other hand of things, I also think that he's there to provide conflict for Oliver's team while he's absent, and then help, be the scapegoat for when Oliver returns. He'll be the one who Oliver makes his comeback on, and he'll be the one to fall. But really the biggest thing here is Laurel as the Black Canary. It was really funny to watch her do her thing. I've never seen a superhero look so bad. And obviously that's going to come with the lack of training. She's swinging stuff around like a bat. She does not look fluent at all. She doesn't look graceful. It's very sloppy. It's very ugly. And I'm not saying that as a criticism of the show. That's how it should be portrayed. And I like the fact that they're making it look that way. I like the fact that they didn't just shove her in there, making her look like this badass, because she really isn't. She doesn't have the training that Roy and Oliver and even Diggle. Diggle was very capable of pulling off the arrow as a disguise for a short period of time. So it'll be interesting to see how that's going to formulate when Oliver comes back, because he's going to be against her doing it. And then furthermore, now we got Ray Palmer. He looks like he's going to be coming into the mix now too as Adam. So now you're going to have Adam, Black Canary, the Green Arrow, Diggle, and Roy. So you got to imagine there's going to be some mainstream villains coming down the line, and I'm excited to see what it's going to be like. Once again, a good episode. Happy to see Oliver come back next week, and let's see what happens, man. It's getting real, and Brick is definitely a good villain. Good stuff right now. But anyway, guys, that's it for this review. Did you like the episode? Let me know in the comments below. This is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Join the nation's Facebook page to meet other subscribers, or visit E.T.N's Facebook page and Twitter page. Links for all are in the description.